Hi everybody, good afternoon. I'm doing this Mac OS forensic application and learn about Mac OS forensic artifact related to different applications. This is a follow-up of a couple of rooms. This one, forensic, the basic, and then no, this is mine. The basic one. This is one especially. So in modern operating system use application la 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 la. This is not free room, sorry guys. All the Mac I think is only one is free. Learning objective is leverage application data to perform forensic analysis in Mac device. Explore persistence mechanism in Mac. Persistence. Am I in the right room? What's persistent in this room? I don't think so. Identity use activity embedding apps such as Mail, calendar, phone, and messages. You have this prerequisite if you want to go. Not really. Basically, the most important part for this, yeah, because this one, the past one, talk about file, IPFS, especially this command to run your system like the IPS fuse Mac disk with the Mini V4 to mount the image. I have here I start the machine, so I have my stuff. Okay, let's start because too much talking. Package container, like in program file detector with them, most are in application. Before we do that, let's switch to root first quickly. What that fuse again? I always forget that command. APFS, APFS fuse minus V4. Where is the image? Mac disk, and we mount it in Mac folder. Is that Mac empty? Let's see what's on before I jump. That is home Ubuntu. What's inside that Mac? Okay, nothing. Okay. So you can do that. So if I do cd mac now, cd mac, now we get the goes root ls clear. Okay, that's the application he's talking about. So if you go applications, you get the name of the application. You can see .app is well known for the Mac. So if you go application and take for example Microsoft Outlook, what we get, what the hell I did, I did app, yeah. Then you have a content folder. The content folder will see especially this file, the content information about the application. We can open that file by plist minus p, and we can get that info from that file. And you can see this is tell us, for example, uh, all information but the application and all of that. For what's this? It's an Outlook icon, all the stuff related to the information about that specific application. Of course, there's the other files. Mm, where we are, let's go. The other folder, for example, there we saw them now is the what's on it? There's the library, the framework, the plugin resource, all these things that needed by, and then of course there is the folder. There's another one is important, is the Mac itself, that one that hold the application itself. You can see the name of the application, that's the binary with that dot the dot app. So basically the first one is just a way to have the struct of the app. This is when you have an app laptop or something. So we don't have these apps in our demo. This is not the same demo of the room, but I think it's the create a computer or something like that. So we have, as we said, the info, the Mac, and is this the info plist. The system requires this file for application to work correctly. This is structure plist file and contain configuration information. The executable, like we did here, we saw it here. That's like in Outlook, for example, in our case, resources, the DAC is similar to RCRC section of the P file. It contains resource, the application, framework, plugin, whatever maybe the application need them, shared support that you contain neon synergy. So maybe it's like any software has the type of structure. So this is the Mac story. Now install history. Yes, cover places we can find them. Library set install. So if I go here, for example, library, what? I forgot. Receipt. Uh, receipt history. Why there's no history? Oh, install history. Uh, install history. So it's a plist. So you can go plist and open this with -p, and then we get the packages that we have. This one option. Let's do so we can. Have different windows so we can see everything in the same time. So let's switch again here. I want to do so we can see the difference between the applications, CD Mac, root. So we got this. So we have the first one. So we know the first one give us, for example, in Microsoft. This question later on we can practice. So we have this file. It gives us the installer, software, time, and all of that. We come back to this, and then we have another place is in the private var db receipt. Private is basically not in the root, is in the user. So let's go there. For example, here as private. I always forgot about the private var db receipt. db receipt. What's inside the receipt? Microsoft, for example. The receipt, the application name PS list. So for example, Microsoft package, for example, package, and let's see, for example, we're looking for Word. Let's see, Word. What's going on here? Underscore Word. Package.microsoft Word PS list. For example, you can go there and use the plist minus. What's wrong with you? Plist 18 minus p. And now we get information, but for example, Microsoft package, it give us, for example, installer, the name, and when it was installed. So this, and we have this, and also we have another option we can do. Let me put in them so we can check the difference between them. So we know there's different places. Let's go open another window. Let's see the Mac. Next one is the log file. For example, I don't like when people do the cut here. The var log install. You can just grab -r private var log install. We grep in installed, and here we get also, for example, another log for information. I'm drinking my tea. It's a bit cold. Now we can come back here to and send all of them. If we just practice, let's see. When was Microsoft 365 and Office installed in the disk image in the attached VM format? We have it in 3. We already did here remember the Microsoft. So date, it's this. So now it's one, it says 6/41/43. In the 26th April, this one say 42, 6/41/42, 26 April. And this one said what? 26, 641, 43, and this one 42. So 41, 43, and this one Microsoft 360, it said, but it said in 25th. So now don't get confused why this one is 25th and this one is a 26 and this one is a 26. This one is 43 second, this one is 42 second, and this one it's a date is 25 and somehow it's 11 o'clock at night. But remember, this is -7. In Apple you can see this is UCT time, that's why +000, and this one is also UCT time, but the log is logging the machine of the user. The user, we can know what's going on here. We can know the user where it stay. That's 7. You have a -7 UCT, so you need to add 7 hours. So if I add 7 hours from 11 o'clock at night, I go back to 6 o'clock in the morning, so it'd be 6:41, 43. So we come back here, 6:41, 42 and 6:1, 43. I'm not sure the room I think you're accepting this answer if I'm not mistaken. So if you are in a CTF, sometimes because the log and the log that you find 1 second different between them, there's nothing wrong there, it's just when the log was saved. So it depends of the room. I'm sure this one will accept a 42 or the 43. I think it's a 42 here. Let's try the 42. The 42, oh, it accepts the 43. Even I did 42, it accepted. So the room is accepting both of them. So it accept the 42 and accept the 43 too. So that's cool. We are not confused there. So let's know. So now we're clear about the time. So next, now, what is the name of the package used to install Microsoft? We already saw it somewhere. Where we did saw it? It's there. Package name. Did we saw it here? This is Microsoft Word. Yeah, you can see package Microsoft Word. So you got a package there. So I think it's this one. Microsoft Word internal. Now Autostart items, launch agent and daemon is like same as Linux, something that Autostart in Mac this is called launch agent and launch daemon. Launch agent are user applications that execute at login, and launch daemon are system applications that run with elevated privileges. Where we find them again? Launch agent and launch are present in system library or library and library directories. So let's see the system library 1 for the root user. There is a system directory here. Let's system library. Do we have launch agent here? There is not launch agent here. System library. So so system library. What other folder is talking about? System library or library itself. Okay, the library launch, is there L? There is a launch somewhere. Launch agent, and it's launch daemon. Let's use the daemon. What's inside the daemon? This is the system root. We have Microsoft Office and we have auto update. These two of them. The daemon, this is system. Let's see, launch agent is there. What's inside the agent? We have Microsoft update. Cool. So we have two. And then he said possibly we get them also under the user. This is when this still did mean the user home directory. Let's see if it's there. So if I go users, what's the name of the user? This guy, Mayor, library, launch. There is no launch here, and the user. So we only have the system once. Library launch agent. It is no launch agent there. So we can see. Let's open one of the launch agent in the system. Let's go to clear and then plist -p system library launch uh, why is not launching me? No, we said library, straightforward library, launch. Which launch we have? Let's see what we have in agent. Let's open any of them. Let's see Microsoft, the updates, and then we have the daemon. Let's open one of them. That's the system ones. Launch daemon. What Microsoft, what we have in Microsoft auto update. Let's see, that's helper. So basically you'd get login through things like that. For example, here they took us, we can see more critical information. This PDS file that can be helpful. We can see that process type has the value interactive. It means this is processed with the GUI. The program argument, the key content is which file this one is opening. Run at load key has value 1, indicating that the application is supposed to run at login. We don't have the same things what he's doing here. Let's we come back to this when we have the question here. The next one is saved application state. When the system reboot or user login, the application that are executed often execute in the same state as they were before the reboot. This save state can be set when the user select to reopen Windows when logging in during the reboot. Where is these things? Library, saved application state. So let's see what we have. It's under the user. You may why are you going? You may library saved. There's no save here, and save, we don't have that, so there's no containers. Let's see in the container one. Containers, the application data. Let's see what we have inside the application. Oh, it's too many of them. What we have? Apple what? No, what we have? Word, wallpaper, weather, Wi-Fi. Oh, where is there? Outlook. Oh, there's too many of them. Let's see what example this room is trying. Oh, this one, Electron, Apple Notes. Let's see if we have a notes here. Okay, Apple Notes. Let's see what we find. He said we find a folder called data, and then this part I don't really get it. Data, and then what? Desktop download. What? Data library application. Library. Application support, and then Apple is just too much hidden stuff. Address book. Okay, what we have in address book, and then too many of them. That's why there is no question about this part. Saved application. Let's see what you have saved. There is no saved. I know we spend all this time. There is no saved. Is sources. In any case, this part I'm not sure. There's no question about it. I'm just not sure about it. What exactly? I don't know why he didn't ask the question about it. It's a bit. Yeah, it's. I'm not sure what exactly is. What argument does the Microsoft Update agent launch with? And now we go back to the launch agent. Microsoft Update. Where we did find it. We found it under system library. Under library, I think in the root one. Plist minus p. We found it in the library. because they said we had the system library or library itself, and we look for launch agent, launch agent. What we have? Launch agent, Microsoft agent update. So we have the question said something about what argument does the Microsoft update agent launch with? Format argument 1, argument 2. So you can see exactly in the bottom. This is the whole information about. It's not too many, but you can see it's already here. It's already give us the answer. Argument 1, argument program arguments 1, 2. So if you copy always that one, it should work directly. Now it comes to things was way more interesting. Now we can start going to notification. Now notification is the user what's reviewing an application notification and permission can provide valuable information about its activity in this task. Let's review these artifacts. Application notification can be found there, attachment associated with notification, attached directory. So this is db2, and then we have notification db in Apollo. So the user, let's do two things there. Let's keep this for the root system window. Let's go here to because we need to start working with the user. So let's this window keep it for the user or mayor. So we know it said in the library group container. That's a library group a group container group com apple user noted com user noted, and then we have this db. So we have an attachment there. What's inside the attachment? Nothing. Okay, then we have the db2 they talk about, and then we have these SQLite files. Remember guys, if this they're very important. You don't need just open. If you copy stuff to files, so let me make it cleaner. Where is that? When they do these windows, it's just this is the folder of a machine. Let's create a folder, call it SQL, and then what's the first one? Notifications. Create a folder called notification, so we can easily work in without problem. So now let's copy all of the star, all of them. Let's copy them in home Ubuntu, the file we created notification. So basically they are there. So I'm just saving them, and then it can come. See, this room is freaky. The way that the screen need to split, you need to over it. I don't know why it's in the middle here. Then we have SQLite because it's there. So to find it. Now we can find open database. Need to go to the folder we created now, notification. Let's do this show all test and db. Why is it too small? I thought I browse data, you can browse here. I thought it why the data is showing smaller. So of course now you can look categories, record. Most of them is this app. Now the question, they say we can do the Apollo. Let's use the Apollo things. Why don't it doesn't show that side, eh? Let's close this one. I don't need to. So the Apollo, where is the Apollo? CD notification. Let's say cat model notification. Let's look for that. Where is the DB? Let's take this one, select, and then every time we need to push this to open the DB, and then we can go to execute SQL, and let's execute now this one. Oh, we said what's the error? Syntax error, really? Oh, what did we copy? Oh, we copied two. Remove. We only need one query, because sometimes Apollo you have two. Oh, this one empty. Let's remove the first one. Maybe the second one will work. Yeah. Remove this query. Select. What's going wrong? It froze. Yeah, I have a problem with this SQL, the crashing of SQL for a database for some reason. Uh, Sometimes it crash. Join. Let's remove this. No, we did the first one was empty. So let's do not query line. Remove it. Empty. Which one we took? So let's take the first one. Select. It's also empty. What are we supposed to get a notification? I think I did this room. I don't think I found anything useful here. It's in the user notification DB mode. We might have to configure the browser to show all file instead of just the SQL database. Okay, I did that. Even the question there's not no notification about that. I think there's no notification with some. This one is empty. Let's play around it again. No, don't send. Let's go back. So we did the first one is empty. Let's try the second one. There's only two of them. We did both of them. So are we opening the correct file first of all before we jump? Yeah, notification DB. That's the correct one. What happened here? I don't think there is a notification in our case. I'm not sure. I remember when I did this. I don't think we got. I don't think, guys, there is a notification something in this room. Oh, these two DBs and it close one. Yeah, that's why it's empty. It doesn't. If I go to browse data, what we have? We have the apps, but there's no notification or something. What it's supposed to show? Let's see what this guy is doing. Uh, Daytime notification, data in hex, categories. Okay. Do we have any of the app category delivered? There is no notification. Snoozed, displayed, db info, nothing. In any case, I'm not sure what is the part of the notification that we did. We go to db wrong? db2. Yeah, db in db2 folder. That's what exactly we did. So it's not like we cheating here. That's we copy the library db2 db, so it's empty for whatever reason. Maybe that's why there's no question about it. The permission now, let's go to the permission. Application permission are in the transparency constant and control TCC database. It's in two places, which is located in the system. This is usually the user library application support. I think the question will talk about the user. Let's go to the user itself. Library application support com Apple. This is the user. Let's create. So we make our stuff clean. Let's create a folder permission. So we work correctly without jumping too many folders. So let's see if I copy the user library. Um, application support com Apple. Application support com Apple, and then of course we have the TCC, the TCC. No, it's cap. And then what we have TCP DB is only one, so we can just do what we do always. User to home Ubuntu SQL permission. Let's copy there. Then we need what we need. We need the TCC DB model in Apollo. Let's go to Apollo, a friend, clear. Let's cut models TCC. So we have let's select this, take the last one and see if the last one work fine. Let's see, take the last one, and then because depend on version, that's why there's different of them. So if I go now there and open new open database, so where's the SQL? We go to our permission, we open that one. Okay, there's too many there. Let's see if our SQL can work to give it easier. Oh, what's the problem? No such colon allowed. Sometimes it's the version, so let's look for our Apollo, the next one. This one. You're kidding me now. That's the problem, TryHackMe. Hey, the crash of why it giving error? Oh, no, it doesn't give error. Okay. What we have here? There's too many of them. This is the Outlook allowed authentication 5. I don't know what is number 4. Let's see if what the room say again. This can also be viewed using the browser. In the output there is a tab named service. This tab tells us the permission requested by the application. Where is the service? Oh, this is like this is a technical term for Apple, and each one has a human readable. That's why the last yesterday room it was the CTF talk about one of the questions talk about this. The service, for example, KTC service system policy all file is full disk access. I don't know if we have that thing here. That long, we don't have it. No, but too many of them. As we open the user one, let's see what the question is. Which application has full disk access permission? Full disk access, so we're looking for this one. I don't know. It looks different. What? This is the system ones, not the client one. Let's see what because it's two database we're supposed to check. We checked. We did check the client one, but there is one in the system, the library application support com. Um, let's get that one. No, don't close this thing. Uh, let's get the one. This is the user one. We have the one for the system. It's in application support com Apple. Copy libraries. Application com dot apple tc, and we have that tc database. Let's copy it to where we have it there in Ubuntu um, SQL permission, but we don't call it because it already is one. Let's change the name. Let's call it system. Now let's go to, because this is the one for open database. Where is it? SQL permission. We opened the one for the system. We can copy the same database as another one. Let's see if this one gives something else. You see now the system one, not the user one. You see the user, when we did the user, uh, I don't see where the com apple, because in the user we can see there's one called the com apple terminal, but why isn't the user doesn't look there? Com apple blue photo cloud outlook. There is no terminal here for some reason. I'm still figuring out this Apple things. So if you go to SQL2 we got it from the system DB. So we're working in this DB folder. Now that one has something interesting. You give us this KTC service system policy all files, which is mean this one, which is mean full disk, and watch exactly the answer for this question. And then we have this terminal, so you can just copy that, and then we have it there. So we have the terminal up that has full disk. Now this room is making me tired a little bit. Contacts. Now the contact application, which is often stored, we have two applications, support address book, this directory, okay, the metadata or however, when we navigate these directories, library applications support address book. So let's go there. Um, we're looking for the user, straight to the user, because remember we need a tilde like that. So library application, for example, this library application and support address book. If you go there is a lot of things are happening in metadata source, and that's why in the room he said to you, each contact has its metadata file. The metadata file has plist file, which is we can pass using plist utility, and the source file are database file for which we can use DB browser. However, when we navigate these directories, we will find that this information is scattered and can be confusing to collate. A better idea in such scenarios to leverage the info Apple saves about interaction with different contacts. The database is located in private. So we're looking for interaction database and the var db core duet. So it's in the private. So let's do what we always do. to make things nicer for us, create folder contacts. So we're playing with the contacts now. So let's go to where is that private var db, what's var db coordinate people. What's inside that thing? We are the interactive database. Let's copy all of them to home Ubuntu, our SQL file. What we called it now? Contacts. Now and then we need to use Apollo. What Apollo? We use Apollo interaction contact interaction. So we go to our friend Apollo. Clear. Clear, and then can do cut models. Interaction. No, sorry, interaction. We get that. Now we have a long one. Let's get a couple of them. Apollo sometimes depend of the region. One will work, one the other doesn't work. So for that it's fine. I don't want to. So now we can go to SQLite. Let me close that. Close without saving. Open database. This I think maybe that's why it crash. Close database. Open database. So we open the one for contacts that we did now. Let's see now this one. What? This one has too many things. So which one is important? You can do this, but sometimes they are not connected clearly. You get confused. So, but so that's why you get. Close this. We put the Apollo one. The Apollo one, it give it nice structure. So now we have what we need. So we have the Apollo one. To give us how the communication start, like this Umair Ali Zafar, the guy. This is the email. Umair, and then display name. So I don't know who's talking to who here. In any case, we did this part, so we have this. Now we go to the calls. The calls and library application support call history. Let's go to. We come back to this one because we need to answer the question. Let's create a folder called calls. So in the calls we have a library application support call history. Copy live, not in the root one, because we're dealing with the user, so we can copy library application call history, call application support, call history. Why it is not going through? DB, okay, that's DB. And then what we have here? Call history database, store data with all the other windows star. We copy it to home Ubuntu SQL and the calls folder that we just created. Now also we needed the call history for Apollo. So if I go to Apollo here, my friend Apollo, I'm getting tired. Oh my goodness, clear. Cat model call history. Let's see what we have. We have one smaller here. Let's try if the smaller one can work with us. Why not? Let's try the small one. Let's go to so leave that one there, the database structure. Let's close this one. File open database. The one for calls, we need to do that. All files call us. Let's see what we have here. If I go to leave this one, we need it to answer the question, and then we'll see what this one will give us. Oh, this one give us timestamp. There's a guy. What we supposed to the call history? These to call who? Oh, they call it through Messenger or something. If an iPhone is used to call someone, then a Mac with the same iCloud account might also have a record for the call saved in the iCloud. Okay. Uh, we don't have the phone number, but it's like they calling by. It's like they going like what? They going Skype. Okay, let's keep that one open because we need these two to answer the question. So we have the calls, we have the connection, and then the messages and the library messages. So, okay, this one we can get them straightforward. Let's create first create folder messages. Let's go to messages library. Library messages, so straightforward. Under the user, so we can copy library messages. Messages, we have the shot.db of the start, so you can copy all of them. Home Ubuntu, and then what we have, the SQL, and we said what we called it, messages. So let's copy the messages and let's copy there, and then we can go to Apollo SMS shot model in Apollo. So we go there, clear and why I'm having problem with the letter C. Cat model SMS shot. Oh, this one is a bit long. Which one will take? Let's make sure we're not doing mistakes. There's a query here. Let's take this one. Then we go to database. Let's do not do that mistake again. Let's close the database because it doesn't crash. Open database. We open the message database we got now. Okay, we got is too many of them. Then we need to go to SQL. We leave these two to answer the question so we don't repeat ourselves. So if we run this, we have this, but there's no messages. Account, we have the Umair. Oh, the iMessage, they talking about we're using iMessage. iMessage, we have timing. We have an attachment here. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, they said a library message attachment, so we can also check it there in the file. So if we go there in user ls library messages attachment. Yeah, so we have some attachment there. 13. What? Oh, there's an image there. You can see there's an image there. There's an image, JPEG image here in messages. And so we saw that. Now let's start. We answer this question. What is the email address of the user using this machine? A bit tricky question. See outgoing interaction in the contact interaction DB. So basically the first one we did there. So let's go back down. Let's go to know the answer straight from the database. We have that. The interaction DB, you see, remember when this is the interaction DB that he's talking about. The first thing you can see, these two people talking to each other. Is one called Aries having, then the guy 53. I don't know who's talking to who, and how display name. If you look at the time, 26 5 56 54. This is the earliest one. Then you go 5 6 11. So the earliest one is. So I'm not sure to do the conclusion. We can look. This look like the answer, the correct answer, but I'm not sure how to say this because the question is what is the email address of the user using this machine? Now the hint say see outgoing interaction. So where is the outgoing? So outgoing mean, yeah, but this guy it's in the earliest one 540 26. What's this? 26 again. 26 7 26 5. Umair. Someone called Umair. Umair TryHackMe, and then Umair these things there. I'm not sure because I don't know why this should be to tell you the 100% why this one is the current answer. I'm little bit I'm not 100% about it, to be honest. It's just even if you look there, what's this one we did before the second one, uh, the calls. There's a call. Maybe that's why it's calling this guy, and this one is the message. So we have contact ID, and then we have TryHackMe. So there's three different emails. This TryHackMe, this one, and then there is that one. So I don't know exactly how all this related to each other because they're three different emails in different places. So I can't lie to you guys. I'm still trying to figure out this puzzle for me. A call was made using FaceTime at 526 at 54004 54004. Basically this is what because we talk about FaceTime, so we're talking about the calls. I'm not sure how to distinguish FaceTime because here it said call wasn't answered because it's a zero there. So he said a call was made using FaceTime. Was this call answered, yes or no? If my best knowledge, because this is said zero, and it said call type is 16. I'm not sure if it's number 16. It means FaceTime. I don't know exactly what it is, but zero it means no, it wasn't answered. So we can say that one no. The user received a message on 20 and 20 at 5:38:20. This message contained an image. What's animal and present in the image? At 5:38:20. 5:38:20. Remember we talk about this one. The third one, the message. Remember we did in the message. That's why we have this. The third one is the messages. He said 5. The question is 5:38:20. At 5:38:20 you can see here is delivered yes, and it's in the library. This is the image we got. We can just copy that, and we can, this is under the user, so we can just go to our copy. We just copy it. We saw it here, so we can just copy that to home Ubuntu in our SQL folder. Let's put it there. Now we can go to our SQL folder, and we can now you can see the image. It's a dog. So we know what it is. So this image is about a dog. So we can say it's a dog. Then on what date and time was the previous message read? This dog, the dog image. So if I go now to the date read is this one. So if I copy that, it should be that's the correct answer. Now we're done. Let's go to I'm getting tired. How long is this video? Is the machine still alive? Yeah. Uh, the productivity app, the emails and the library mail v whatever UID. Let's go back to productivity apps. So if we go now to this, what we said, ls library mail, and then the version which is v10, and then they said one of these, I think one is I don't think that the C1 it's the one that we're trying to do for, not that one, the one that is from is the second one, because main, why is not v so the second one I think is the one that has the Gmail. That's the Gmail one. What else we have here? We have the all inbox. So if you go to the all inbox, you said that info peer list, we can go there, go ps minus p and get that info file. Here it give you the information, all mail, the mailbox ID, not really too much information there. And then what we have, they said the other directory which look like a mix of letter and number contain directory of name and data, the directory of father contain two directory messages and attachment and all of that. So let's see where the directory is talking about. So if you go back, remove that, which directory we talking to, that said numbers, so that's the 7 numbers, and data we have messages and attachment. We can do ls minus la, oh um, just put there. And when we have the attachment, we have 16, 17. So there is some emails they have attachments, some they don't. You can see 10, 11, 13, 16. Now 16, they correspond to each other, 20, 22, and all of that. So you have the mail and we have the attachment. Cool. This is to learn, it is better to practice it. We come back to it later on. The calendar. Calendar entries for the user are in the group container library. What I'm doing again? The calendar. Let's create a calendar folder. So it's better to keep cleaning, make stuff cleaner for us. Going for the calendar, how to spell calendar, just leave it for there. So we can copy it, copy library, a group container group, group, com apple, what's the name of David Grom, com apple calendar, calendar. Okay, we have that different thing. Do the star, so you can copy a home user Ubuntu SQL calendar. Let's copy there. Now we can come back. Now we finish from our SQL, so it doesn't crash. We answer this question. Close without saving. Close without saving. Close. We're done with this question, so we can go database. We close this database so we don't have a problem. We can open database calendar, do the file, all files, calendar SQL. The most important file, this is alarm. What we supposed to do again? I forgot. The most step information before the table calendar item, calendar item, this one. Oh, we have all these calendar things, so we have dates and all of that. And they tell us because, remember, Linux have epoch time. Mac also have his own epoch time. They're not the same. We need to add this number there. Let's put this number somewhere because so we need it later on. to convert, let's put it there. Let's maybe save it somewhere. Let's put it there. Let's do that. Let's zoom this. Let's put this number there. We need it later on to do the math. uh, Now notes, should we answer the question? Let's answer the question later on. So we have notes are in the library, a group containing the same group, Apple note. So note. So let's do, I'm losing concentration to be honest. No notes. So if I do notes, that's same here. So we copy library, group, group com Apple notes. The note, what we have here, note store, SQLite. Let's copy all of them to home, Ubuntu, SQL note. Why is not notes? Copy it there. Do we have Apollo on this? So we have Apollo. Oh no, they said us to do different way. Like we usually do other database, we can't use query Apollo. So what? Apollo doesn't have notes. So they give us to use this Mac. I'll just copy this. Or we can use directly from Mac. Oh no. Forgot how I solve this. Let's do this. Let's copy this. Let's go back. Leave this outdate. Let's go to desktop. Zoom in. No, we're not going to Apollo. We're going to the second one. Mac apt. This one. This our friend there. So if you copy the command, so we have that output directory. Let's do, so make everything clean. Let's create a file here called Mac. That's the one that will use it for the conversion. Now, so the output path will be home, in our case Ubuntu SQL Mac. Then the disk image is in disk image is in home Ubuntu Mac. Disk image node. This is supposed to do a CSV for us. Let's let it run. It will take some time to run. Just leave it run there. The next option we can do is we can steal. Let's steal what we need to steal from apt. So if I go cat plugin notes, where's the notes? Notes.py. We can steal one of SQL. That is an SQL here. Let's steal this one. Might look funny, this SQL. It's a bit long. Where is it? This is not an SQL. This is the Python script. I don't want to clean this. There's another one. Work it for me. Where is it? So now suddenly I don't see it. Left joins. Let's try this one. There's a query there. Let's steal this. Let's see what this one will give us. Did we copy the thingy key? We copied the to notes. So we called it notes. Let's go to our SQLite. Leave this because let's close this DB. What the hell we did? File open database notes. Where is that notes? Note SQL. Now if I go to the, let's see if this one work. Oh, worked. We have two of them. So and they have two images there. Fine name. These two images is in these notes. One 3050 and one this, but it doesn't tell you where the what's the directory for the notes. And they said the notes also have an attachment. It's in the content.uid media. Preview and all of that. Library group. We don't note, but there is a count there. We missed that account. Let's see what we have here. We didn't really miss it, but it's somewhere. Let's see what it gave. Library group, container group com Apple Notes. Supposed to be something here, attachment or something. Thumbnail accounts. Okay, and preview media. What we have in media? Oh, these two media. Let's see that zero thing is what it has. We have the 007. We saw it. So let's copy this to copy. I think this one is the same as we did before, but let's try it. Home Ubuntu SQL. Let's copy there, and let's copy the second one because we need it later on for another answer. We did the 0. What's the next one? Media. There's another one. The 2. What you have to? We have the 350 image. Now because it's the same what we got, because the SQLite tells us these two images, the 350 and 0027. And if you go there, and we can see them, 77 is the dog and the 350 is that's a giraffe. It's like which country is this? It is palm trees. Time at 4 o'clock. It's a JPEG. Okay, so it's a giraffe image. Okay, let's do it. So we got a dog and then we have a giraffe. Reminders, where they are. They are in the group container. We just do reminder container v1 stores. Group reminder. The same place for. Now before we do that, let's create another folder called reminder. So we get clean. So depend of the thing key. So it's in the library. They're all in the group. This structure is in library group container group. Group container group apple apple reminder container v1 store. Why is not going? Reminder container store. Then we have all these things. If I'm not mistaken, I try these ones, they don't give result. And because it said the directory contain multiple databases, each from a different source, we can get most of the information about our use from the table. If I'm not mistaken, when I did this room, the information I couldn't find it in this. I find it somewhere in one of these things. Let's try the. Let's take that one. Data 2F. Let's do all of them. Don't forget the star. Ubuntu. What we are busy with? A reminder. A reminder. Did we create a reminder table? SQL reminders. Let's copy that one and let's see, because I think that's the one that they got information from. The other one is like doesn't really have. Why is it freezing now? So if I get SQL, let's leave this one, we need it later on. Database structure, let's close this database because doesn't crash. Look, open database we need is a reminder. No, reminder. Let's open that one. And then is there Apollo somewhere? Oh guys, we jumped something, we forgot to come, we'll come back later. no Apollo for this. ZREMCD reminder. ZR, I think this one. No, ZREMC reminder. What we supposed to do here in this thing? Jungle Cruise, secret discussion. Okay, so we got that stuff. Office application. What is talking about our Office application? Library container com. Specifically, we can find some help information in the directory. Library container com, whatever Microsoft preferences. Some peer file, for example, for Microsoft Word, the file com plist, and we have this one for recent open file. Let's do this when we practice it so we don't waste time, but this is the part of the practice. We come back quickly on this one. Let's start because there's too many things to learn. Let's not the user receive a calendar invite in the email from someone. What date is the calendar invite for? And it tell you search for any ICS files in the email attachment. You can use a text editor to open. No, 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 no. The calendar invite. We shall overcome. Did we open the calendar? Yes, we got we have the calendar. So what's the problem here? Is this here? No, this is the only we have one. Oh, you're talking about the email. We said we not for ICS. I'm getting confused now. Look for any as for the attachment. Okay, so where is the mails? This calendar. Calendar come through email, but was it maybe the mail we said are under library mail version wherever. Let's see, where is it? I'm getting lost. Let's go to it because it's just confusing this one. The library mail, not mail. Oh, mail, yeah. And then we go to the V10, and then we go to I think the second one. That's where you get the Gmail, and then we go to all, and we have that ls, and then we go to that random number, and then we get data, and then message attachment. If you go to ss minus la everything, we don't know where is that, so we can do find on attachment dash name anything dot ics, what they call that file extension. Before I lose my thoughts now, ics, yeah, dot ics. Yeah, just get that. It should be. Oh, you found it. It's in the which and the set. So we can do vim attachment. No, attachment. We're not opening. We're opening the email. Can we open the attachment ICS? I don't think so. Let's see. Cut it. Let's see what happens if we cut it. 23 to. Can cut. Oh, cut it. Can cut it. We don't need to go read the email. So the question is, did it should be start in 20 the year there, if I'm correctly, the 27 at 11. Let's see if that one correctly. the 4th of April, the 7th, the 07 11 00 and year, month. Why is saying is wrong? 2025 April or April 27. But we can get the corresponding email because we can go to messages. We know the attachment where it was. Um, it was in the where you found it in the 23. Okay, so we can do 23 in the message, and that's the message. The next question, because the next question said him ask what was the time zone of the send of the email invite. So usually you see them at GMT plus 3, but the format they said do this format, so you need to go GMT plus you do 03 and do the 00. So to follow the format, then the user account has another entity named Jungle Cruise. When is this event going to start? And they tell us convert the Mac with this number. Okay, Jungle Cruise. We did see the Jungle Cruise in our Jungle Cruise. Where is the Jungle Cruise? No, this is not a Jungle Cruise. This is the notes. I closed the database for the which this database is. Oh, that's the date. Invite to Google. Jungle Cruise. That's Jungle Cruise. The second one. The question is, when is this event going to start? Where's the date? Due date. Uh, Due date. What's this number? Creation date. Play date. Due date. In theory, due date is the date we're supposed to look for. Let's copy this. Now we can go to our. Where's that number? I put that number somewhere. Hey, I did remove it. What's wrong with me? I thought we guys. I said we. Oh, we kept it there. So we can do plus. We put our time there. We don't need to go any website. We can do it here. We can just do this date minus d. Do that and put the dollar. And we can just do, or we can just put the format. We can just do this plus, because they tell us we have a year dash the month numbers, and then the day, then space, we have the hours, then we have the minute, then we have the second. So basically it should be this 4 o'clock. I think this is where some confusion also happened. I'm not sure if we'll accept it for PM or for the stuff as the way that this question. Let's see if no, it's not accepting it in 14. What what is not accepting it in If I say 16, he's not accepting it for whatever reason. Let's see if he accepts it. No, he will still accept it if you do 4. I don't get why this part is also confusing for me. Because it's 4 p.m. but it doesn't say p.m. here, so I'm not sure here because the conversion is correct here that you can convert it. So it's a 4 p.m. in UCT time. So yeah, we add in that the Mac stories. So that's a bit normally they should be clarified here in this room. The user safe two note both have the same. We got this. If you know we did the work, so now we just copy and paste because we already have the answers. We got them. Where we got that thing? Uh, you, the user have, that's the name, same notes. We got this already. What happened here? Why is not changing the text there? Copy. Does the same note have the same value? Uh, then one of the notes has an attachment. We already see this. We said it's we already got this already when we didn't know why Firefox starting. Just close it. We already got the second image is giraffe. So we have that. So after we do the room, you can see it's already how you spell giraffe? GRFF. The next one is getting tired. The user how many left? 1, 2, 3. The user have saved the reminder that has not been completed yet. What is the due date of this reminder? Dun, 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 dun. Check the column. Dun, 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 dun. Did we have a reminder in the DB? Reminder. What? A reminder? Ah, the reminder database. Browse data. Z completed 0. So we have this 0. So we know the question what it say. The user has saved the reminder that has not been completed, so we have 0. So what is the due date? The due date, due date, due date. So this one, due date, due date. Looking for some kind of number. Creation date is not this one we've been doing already. No, it's not this one. Now I'm getting confused. So if we copy there, is it the same number? No, it's not. 600, let's put that number there. Well, this is 400. Now this one say 9 o'clock. Let's see if it accepts it straightforward. Otherwise, I don't know. So let's see if it accepts. No. So this one accepts 9, but this one doesn't accept it. Funny. What is the complete path of the last file open use Microsoft Word? Now we need to practice this. So file contain the most recent document. So we're looking for this com Microsoft Word secure, and this one is in the library container com Microsoft library com Microsoft. What's this? It is clear and I'm getting cold. My letter, my finger, my C letter is not working. Plist minus P. I forgot already where it was. Library. Oh, we need to go back to out of this mess. Umair. It's in the library. So plist minus P. Library container com Microsoft. This container only. container Microsoft Microsoft com Microsoft. We're looking for Word, and then that secure things, where is it? Data, what? Data, and then library preference, library preference. That's secure format, so you're gonna do com Microsoft Word, secure. So now we should get the last ones. Now you can just check the timing. This is 26:26, so we have 7:19, 7:18. This is early, 51. This is 12, so it's late. So this is the latest one, 51, 57, 21. So it should be the 51. This is the latest, the full. It should be this one, but if I it should be one forward slash only in my standing. Let's have the format. One format, so we can just put this one. Now let's say browsing history, download and bookmarks. Let me see if the machine is not dying. 26 minutes out 1 hour. The browser, of course, we go with our friend Safari. Where is our friend Safari? Library, ls Safari. What do you have Safari there? You have the what we interested. We interested in for example, the download pf contain list of file download. Let's see if we get that. plist minus p Safari download. Let's see what this guy download. Office com wherever download path user Microsoft, download the pkg for Microsoft and all of that. We are more interested, I think, for the history one. Where is the history one? I think it's the database. Oh, the history is a db. Let's create so we can clean our work, so we can the browser. So let's go back to let's copy it now. Home, let's not plist because it's a db. We need to go copy. Let's get everything if we need, and then we can go home, Ubuntu, where we put our file, SQL, and then browser, and you're there. Let's copy. Is there? Then there is Safari history in Apollo. Let's go to our friend Apollo. Where are you, Apollo, my friend? Cut. No, leave this. I need this. Let's go to this Apollo. Apollo, what plugin or model? Cat model Safari history. This one is easy. You just select this one. Something is not right. I'm getting cold. So we go there. SQL. Let's close database so we don't have problem. We can open database. We get the browser. We can ask 3. Basically, what the most important history client, event history, event item. Yeah, sometimes it's already next to you. You don't need really too much Apollo here. You can just look here. But if you want to go to Apollo, you can just say if you want to look nicer, you just now we have it but more cleaner. So we got the history for Safari. In addition, more information is the Safari cache is present in directory. Okay, cache. Okay. Other browser, we don't have a browser in this. Let's see if we have a Google Chrome in this machine. Library application support. Let's see if is there any Chrome in this machine. ls application support. He said Google. Let's see if there is Google there. Oh, there is no Google. So this room doesn't, there is no Google there. So at least they tell you where is Google Chrome default extension. You can open them. You might know that the table does not contain the time of the visit, which can be found in another table by correlating the ID of the visit. Okay. Now, the user seemed to be fan of TryHackMe, what URL or the TryHackMe room the user visited using Safari. So we can just scan our DB here. We already find this. Um, you can do it here in there, so you can just go to the database we find there. And you just say TryHackMe here. He said the room. So the room in TryHackMe rooms, you can see this is a hacktivist, but the room, I think the answer is more about this one. So you can copy this one, or you can get it from that SQL. You can see this is Gmail, and then you go to TryHackMe, and that's the room. So it's the same things. So you can get. Oh, we're almost done. Hey, yes, it's Sunday. It's Saturday. Well, I thought to do this one and do also the other room that was released yesterday, but it seems I don't think there's time for me. Photos. I forgot about this one. Where is the photos? Photos are. But this no, there's just a picture of the picture folder. So I don't think to be SQL for this. To just look like a normal. Because we got used too much with SQL, we forgot about the folder of the user itself. So clear. So he has a picture folder. This. Oh, where's photo library CD? What's inside that thing? Why is not going there? Uh, internal origin private resource scope database. Apple is like everything is everything SQLite. This location contains pictures and videos taken from the camera screenshot file, all of that, and then are different directories. This directory named original contain the original image. Where is the original this thing? Original, this original. What we have there? You have C. What? Too many files and the file. Oh, this image. I don't see this image. What this image? I didn't check it. Copy. Let's take it to our file. Home to the SQL folder. Let's see what this image is. Let's spy a little bit. It's our last task. This is the dog. Okay, it's the same one. Okay. The directory name and database contain multiple databases. The most interested one is Photo SQLite. Let's see the SQLite database. CD what? Database. Let's before we do that, let's clean our file. Let's not mess up photos. It's a mess. Our work look fine. So if I go to where are you? Copy photo SQL. Let's copy all of them to home Ubuntu SQL photos. Now let's go to our SQL. Let's close this database. We don't need it. We already done. So open database. SQL photos. So SQLite. There's too many of them. So what for? Which contain metadata for all images including location, detected person, date. So here we don't need our friend Apollo. So okay, let's. Too many files here. Maybe that's why they didn't ask us question. I don't know which one is most face crop. There's no face crop. Person. Question. Any case, there's no question I think for this one. Then wallet and Apple Pay library passes. Let's see if they are in library passes. So let's see what's in there. CD. Let's go out of this. Pick this library passes. There's no passes here. Yeah, there is passes. Ls. There is pass 23 SQLite. Is this one? What's exactly this? A card's directory contains data about cards saved by Apple Pay. Each card is stored in the package format directly as .ls cards. No, not you. Ls, I have problem with letter C. There's no cards in this room. Each card, so we don't have inside it we can find pass.json file containing the actual card pass data. We don't have this. Let's make sure I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Clear ls minus la cards. Total is no cards in this room. Okay, so this one is there. Detail of transaction complete through Apple Pay are in database file name pass3023 SQLite in passes. So let's copy now this pass and let's not create a directory because now we are getting lazy. So let's see. It would be it should be empty because we don't have cards, but just for sake of argument, close this one. Let's say open. It should be empty because we don't have anything. There's no cards, so there is Apollo. Please note that the query. Oh no, the query is in Apollo. Detail transaction complete through Apple Pay on depth name is this. Apollo has a few models with names starting with passes 23 that can provide us with the queries to extract data from this database. Please note that queries in Apollo model use an older format. So basically where payment transaction pass is used instead of the new. So basically you need to have the new one if you want to do, but we can't test it. We don't have card in this room. So basically that's the last coach. When using Apollo queries passes or to what should we change the field payment transaction pass by this? So basically they tell us to do replace it with this one. In this case we don't have cards, so we don't really use it. Let's see where our friend Apollo. Where is it? Our friend Apollo? Cut passes. No, cut model passes. You have a couple of passes here. Passes. Wallet passes. Let's get wallet. Wallet. He said we need to replace. So wherever you see that wherever we see payment transaction pass ID, this one, you need to replace them. Pass PID, replace it with this new one. As we don't have card, we can't test it. So before we jump, remember we did our friend. We forgot about our friend Mac apps. Remember we did this command. So if you remember very well, this it was in the folder we said Mac, and he created data for us, and he created CSV for notes. Now if you open it now, remember this, the notes part. If we jumped productivity app, the calendar, the notes, if you remember the notes, if you open them, so it can give us the answer too. Remember they said in this question when he said reminder notes, so we use this one, so you can see the result here. No, okay, so you have the name, the same name as the question that asked for. You can see them are there, and then wherever you have the other data. Oh, now we have text. I didn't see it before in SQLite. Outdoor, outdoor, outside, sky, sky, plant, flora, 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 plot, animal, animal. This is text, funny text. I think we're done with this room. I thought it took a bit time. Okay guys, thank you very much. I hope you like it and hope it's useful for anyone. If you have questions, let me know in the comment. I did my best. I never did before what they call it, Mac OS forensic. This is my first time. This is the fourth room of TryHackMe with this one. So yeah, thank you very much everybody. Please like and thank you. Have a good day.